Okay, if you a sugar mama, right?
What do you define a sugar mama though? We gotta make sure.
A sugar mama, is a cougar with a bag.
No, it don't have to be cougar.
Okay.
See?
Well,
A cougar and sugar mama, two different things. Right.
Okay, a woman with a bag, right?
Who's willing to share.
Who's willing to
share her resources,
and
which is all black women share. The numbers are the numbers. If black women have the most degrees, if we have the most home ownership, if we have the most education, and black men who I love, I rock with, will never date outside my race. But the bottom line is, the stats are the stats. It shows the less amount of degrees, the less ownership. So every black woman in her is a sugar mama.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
She is sugar mama, whether you like it or not.
This is the baller episode.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
I'm looking at these statistics. Hey, brother, y'all gotta get y'all money up.
Yeah. But if you're not getting it up, who been helping your black ass? Your woman? No, but we got to make sure, we got to be clear. Your woman, your mama, your auntie. So the audacity to sit up here and talk about what you don't like about black women getting it when it's been a black woman that's getting it, that's been putting you in position your entire life. So when I say sugar mama, I'm not talking about I'm saying black women have been able to sustain. This is what the numbers show. To sustain.
I agree with
it's
that.
only black women. And I'm not talking about criminalizing
100%.
us. I'm talking about the whole thing. If it's a black woman put their house up to get your ass out of jail, if it's a black woman helping you study at college, if it's a black woman giving you your keys so you can go do your job, if it's a black woman that's having your children. No, the bottom line is we have been the sugar mamas of the black community, of the culture. So for men to sit up and act like it's a bad thing when we've been holding it down, to act like it's a bad thing because we want a degree so you can focus on your trade or you can go get to act like it's a bad thing when I walk in the room as a virtuous woman. We got to change that conversation.
And you know, I was looking at this video and I started to do this video like several times. And because it is provocative and what she's saying is so common about you and know your position, know your place. Basically what she's saying. Because they were talking about obvious sugar mamas, and everybody knows what a sugar mama is. Sugar mama is somebody that provides, right? An older woman, that's the cougar, that takes care of a younger man. That is the definition of a sugar mama. And she refuses that definition. She said a sugar mama is not just someone that provides, assistance to a younger man. Every black woman's a sugar mama, whether she has your kid, whether she lets you use the car, whether she helps you out, takes care of you, whether she does your homework, helps you with your homework in college, help you study. To her, that's a sugar mama. That's why she said black women are the sugar mamas of the black community. In other words, what she's saying is, she talked about they own more houses, the whole trope, own more houses, start more businesses, have more degrees, yada, yada, yada. All the shaming tactics that tell black men that they're less than. Put them down, tell them that they're less than. In other words, stay in your lane, stay in your place. Stay behind me, stay underneath me. I can't tell you how many videos, TikToks, stuff I see. I'm not even talking about just the current generation of TikToks and videos and shorts and stuff that are on YouTube. We're going all the way back to the 60s. Black women saying the same thing. But Polly Murray was saying the same thing back in the 1960s about the shortage of men and the black community depended on black women and girls to actually take care of not only the children, but also the old folks. Which is why she said black women needed to be promoted over black men. She said that back in the 60s. Back in the 60s, they were saying the same thing. There's plays going back in 1968 on the verge of what we call civil rights, saying the exact same thing about their men. And they were saying that black women have to take a step back to let their men lead. What they're saying back then, the leadership said, hey, we need to promote our men and push our men out front and give them a chance to lead. Guess what didn't happen? Feminism happened, affirmative action happened, white women got in the mix, and guess what? They pushed the black woman in front of the black men. And black women did not want to give up their spot anyway, and they still don't. Black women have been so indoctrinated by slavery and Jim Crow to be in charge of the family, in charge of the black males, even today. They don't want to give up their spot. I played the video by James Earl Jones, the interview by James Earl Jones, talking about black women having a masculine stance and having them have swung the rolling pin for so long, about them having had to lead and take care of the black family, the black community for so long. And they said that he didn't think they actually wanted to give it up. And that was in 1968. Some almost 60 years later, he was 100% right. Tesla and Figaro is a typical, I could say non-typical voice of black women. Michelle Obama sounds just like her. Michelle Obama sounds exactly like her. Oprah sounds like her. Gayle King sounds just like her. Jasmine Crockett, Maxine Waters, they all have the same sound to them. The strong Big Mama voice. And black women eat it up. And black men cower in the face of it. Like Byron Donald is one of the few black men, and he happens to be a Republican, that actually stands up to black women and stands up to the black women's rhetoric. And they hate his guts. Is because the Democratic Party and the white community and black women all want black men to stay in their place. All of them want black men to stay in their place. That's how come with Touré and his expose about black men and them not going to college was actually used by Tesla and Figaro. And that's why you know it's not to enhance or uplift black men. It's to actually tell black men, if it wasn't for us, if it wasn't for black women, you'd be nowhere. You're useless without us. So you might as well get under us or get behind us and know your place. You need to bow down. You need to bow down, kiss our feet, and worship your black queen. That's really what they mean. I've heard this so many times in the pro-black community. We're supposed to be worshiping our black queens. When we can't network without our black queens. Look at the Black Panther Party. The majority of the Black Panther Party was not men. Majority of the Black Panther Party was black women. Black Panthers, after the early years, now they may have been mostly men in the early years, and male ran in the early years. After, I think, 1970, the Black Panther Party was actually run by women. Still is today. The main spokesmen or spokespeople of the Black Panther Party are not men. It's run by women. The most radical black institution that we still have is the Black Panther Party, run by women. Most institutions that black men are involved in are ran by women. So when we talk about that black matriarchal mindset, you can't escape it. Cannot escape it. Much like Joy Reid and Tiffany Cross, especially when Tiffany Cross told black men to stop following Tariq Nasheed and stop quoting Kevin Samuels and get behind your men. Like they try to shame Barack Obama into telling us that it looks like you guys don't want to elect a sister and try to shame us into voting. Like now is the time for a black woman to be elected, and you guys need to get on board no matter what. Do what you're told, follow the line, and don't ask no questions, right? That day's over. That day's been over. We're not going to take a second place to black women anymore. We're not going to do it. We're going to live our best lives. We're going to achieve whatever we want to achieve, regardless of what they say. Even today, with black women having a lot of degrees and a lot of college graduations and stuff like that, guess what? Black men still make more. They still make 10% more, even though they don't get the affirmative action or the loans or any help in this country for the most part, right? They still make 10 to 15% more. Black women don't have an answer for that. The same racist people that hire us and send us out onto these blue-collar jobs and wherever we go to find work are the same racist white people that you say are holding you back. even though you get more grants, loans, and set-asides. Make this make sense. Make this make sense. Anyhow, I'm going to jump off this beat just out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.